Mellon here live at the state capitol because it is Veterans Day on the Hill, which means we have lots of veterans or people that are passionate about our veterans, making sure their voices are heard, especially to our 2020 legislators who are now in session and trying to get some important points across. So we're here with Michael Young. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good morning. Good morning. We want to break down some of the big points that you guys are trying to make known. Unfortunately, some of them we've heard before, but that doesn't mean it's not any more important this year to get the points across, maybe wisen and educate our viewers this morning about some things maybe they didn't realize when it comes to our vets and some opportunities that are out there.
Sure. I know one of the big legislative issues that the VFW is pushing for this year is called a green alert. Think of it as an amber alert for veterans. So if a veteran who has PTSD or other some kind of physical issue that is known and that veteran goes missing and they're considered at risk, to contact the police can't find him, they can put out an alert saying, hey, look for this veteran, he's considered missing and in distress, have a green alert. It's already in 3 states, Wisconsin, Delaware, and Texas. Wisconsin numbers, they've issued 17 alerts. They found 15 of those veterans alive. So right now, that has terrific statistics. Last year, passed through the Senate, 50-0. We have a House subcommittee hearing on that next week, so we're hoping to get that here in Iowa also.
Okay, so it already exists in some Midwest states, and obviously some proof in the pudding about it works as well. So we're just asking that maybe Iowa consider having that green alert as well.
Exactly, and then there's the cost benefit on that is the system already exists, so we're just adding to an existing system, so it's cost negative to the existing system.
Okay, so we can add to a system that's already in place.
Exactly. So we're saving money that way.
And I know our legislators like to hear that. We've heard about the flags, which is also a no cost to the state, about honoring POWs. Let's talk about something else, though, that does involve some money and taxes, and kind of break down something that people might not completely understand when it comes to property taxes and our veterans.
Sure. Currently, for veterans at 100% disability, they have a tax benefit on their real estate, on their household taxes. We're working to change that so a veteran who has any percentage of disability can also have a reduction on their property taxes for property they own here in Iowa on their primary house.
And why is this so important?
Well, say for myself, I'm 50% disabled. If I could have a couple $100s off my property taxes, that's something else I can do to help my family or pour towards the veterans issues that I'm passionate to work on.
Okay. Let's talk about the importance of today. Why is it important for people, if they're able, to come out today, hear what people have to say, talk to these wonderful vendors? I mean, I've seen you many, many years here, and you have an incredible passion, as many of us do, about the veterans. Why is today so important?
Well, it's important to get veterans up here on the Capitol to talk to our representatives, to let them know that, hey, we are a constituency. We represent about 8% of the population here in Iowa, so we are a voting bloc. We pay our taxes. But I've been coming up here for about 10 years, and it used to be this rotunda was filled with people. We're not that full today. Yes, weather has an effect, but if we're not out here representing and calling on our representatives and senators for veterans issues, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease and stuff. If we're not out here saying, hey, we have these issues we need concern about, and talking with these elected officials, we're going to be pushed aside and put other issues are going to be put ahead of us.
And we've mentioned some of these points we've talked about before in past years of being here at Veterans Day on the Hill. So we've come ever so close. It's time to make some of this happen, but it takes the people to speak their voice, to say this is something we truly want in our state.
Yes, that's correct.
And as we mentioned, we've seen our legislators walking around. They're here. They're at work. So it's a great opportunity to come out. How easy, or, you know, because sometimes it's a little scary to say, oh, I have to go talk to somebody about this. Are there things in place that can help us if we wanted to go shake the hand of our legislator and know exactly what we're talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. Meet up within the veteran service organizations, have tables here and talk with them. There's sheets around here that talk about what our legislative issues are that we're working for this year. And then team up with somebody. I know for me, I've advocated here at the State House for many years, up at Washington, D.C. for a couple of years. You know, they put their pants on one leg at a time as you do. They're just people like you and I. So there's nothing scary about these people.
Yeah.
You just got to let them know what your thoughts are on a particular issue and then be passionate about it.
Absolutely. A lot of passion in this room, but we wish this rotunda was a little bit more full, as you said, to really show our passion for our veterans, as we very much are. Even if you're not here, we know you're passionate about our veterans. So what's a way that people can speak out? Is it sending an email? Is it getting in touch with an organization? How can people who can't necessarily be here today make their voices heard?
Work with the Veterans Service Organization. There's plenty of terrific ones out here. AMVETS, VFW, American Legion, DAV, Purple Heart. There's plenty of organizations out there to join up with and spend time with to tell you what the issues are, then how to contact your legislators.
Okay, there you go. Michael, a very passionate man. Always great to see you, sir. If there's one big thing about today you want to express to our viewers who are watching this morning, what would that be?
We need more veterans down here.
There you go. We need more veterans and people that are passionate about our veterans, as we want to continue to thank our veterans for all their great service to our great country. But today's the day. If you want to make your voice heard, of course, you can do it anytime. Send an email, come down, shake a hand, get the conversation started. But today you're going to be here with some incredible friends that want to get some important messages across. Thank you for sharing some of that with us today, Michael.
Thanks for your time, Jackie.
Okay, so lots of great vendors all around the rotunda, as you see here, hanging out, ready to hear what you have to say, want to shake your hand or help you. If you're a veteran that's looking for some assistance, needing something from our state, today's the day to come out and ask for assistance at the same time.